Hello, my name is Klaus Werner. I'm representing the RF Energy organization, the RF Energy Alliance organization here on the EuMW 2015 in Paris. For the followers of us, you may recall that we started off as an organization last year at the EuMW in Rome with 6 companies. In the meantime, we have grown to 14 companies and are, of course, still welcoming any new member. The main goal of the organization actually is to enable RF energy markets that are using RF power components based on solid state materials. So in contrast to the energy sources that are currently driving huge RF energy applications like the magnetron, we are trying to enable the replacement basically of the magnetron and the enabling of new applications making use of the advantages based on solid state RF components. For example, what I have here in my hand is an RF power amplifier which is available right now, and you can directly see that there's a couple of active and passive components in there, and what we want to achieve is that these power amplifier modules will become smaller and also more cost effective going forward, so that the benefits of those components, the benefits of the solid state RF power technology, like ultimate control that you have over the signal and very good feedback so that you can really close the control loop in the applications, that those benefits can enter into, say, products like those that you would need for drying, cooking or heating materials, and last but not least for the microwave ovens that every one of us typically uses at home. The advantages there that we would see are much more homogeneity and perfect reproducibility, so the things that we cook there would be always to the point and reproducible, much unlike the stuff that we currently see out of microwave ovens. So in order to eventually get there, so meaning when I say when get there, I mean a very low cost power amplifier in a couple of years, we need to align the industry that is playing a role in those power amplifiers. And as I mentioned before, we are talking about active and passive component, we are talking about housing, we are talking about control loops, we're talking about software and this kind of stuff. And that's why I'm happy that I'm here together with John Hendricks from Rogers, who are also playing a major role inside these modules.
Thank you, Klaus. Yes, it's a very exciting opportunity for Rogers Corporation to be involved in this consortium. Rogers Corporation is a manufacturer of base laminates and dielectric materials, and typically over the years our products have been used in a wide variety of applications, but mostly in things like military radars or communication systems. So it's tremendously exciting to have the opportunity to participate in a program which could involve us in household appliances, which is obviously a vast application, a consumer electronics application, if you like, and that's tremendously exciting for a company like Rogers. So you see in an example like this, you can see the base substrate here. These are the Rogers RT Dura 6000 materials, and that's what we're working on, some low loss materials for some high thermal conductivity, which we think is appropriate for this kind of application.
Thank you, John. So the target that we have eventually is about $12 for a 300 watt PA module in a couple of years out. People would typically call us crazy, but I have seen exactly the right movements and the right investments to go into that direction. And there's no doubt in my mind that we will get there. One of the things that the Alliance will contribute in order to do that is that we will publish a roadmap of PAs going forward, PA modules. We will try to more or less standardize things like size, power level, connectivity, so the type of connectors, but also the type of software that you need to have inside or outside, so that you can talk to the power modules and make sure that you are compatible with all other modules which adhere to the same kind of standard as it were. Standardization will definitely enable larger scale manufacturing, and hence will take out a large amount of cost. So if you're interested in joining the alliance and working along in defining those modules and defining the way forward, then you're most welcome to join, and you can find relevant information on the web under www.rfenergy.org. Thank you very much for your attention.